All right, guys, welcome to our Thursday night call. It is September 19th. This month is flying by. I'm telling you, it's super crazy. I cannot believe it's Thursday already. It is absolutely insane. So let's start off with some recognition. Our September leaderboard is starting to light up. I love when all these numbers start popping because each and every number represents a life changed. So if you're brand new on the call, if somebody has 2 points, that means they helped one person get started on their health and fitness journey in September. So shout out to Olivia, Lynn, Lisa, Colleen, and Cynthia all helped one person. Congratulations, you guys. Helping 2 people, Allison, Cassandra, Jennifer, and Kaylee. Awesome job. Just one more. I know you guys got that in the bag. On the board with the Success Club 6 is Ashley Woodsick, myself with 8, and Megan. I don't know why there's an M at the end of your name. But she is leading the board with 10. Awesome job, guys. Congratulations. I am so proud of you. Keep pushing. There's so much time left, you guys. If you are not where you want to be yet, start inviting more. September is notorious for people going back to school, a little bit busier. So you might have to be increasing your income producing activities in order to hit the numbers that you were hitting the month prior. Okay, so just go a little bit harder, lean in when it gets a little bit harder. So the top team builder is Ashley Woodsick with 5, Megan with 2, Allison 2, Olivia 1, Lynn, Kaylee, Jennifer, Cynthia, Ashley, myself, and Amanda Steele all with 1. 17 new coaches on the team so far this month and 22 lives changed. Top coach of the week, drum roll again. I had to give it to Ashley this week because she went diamond in her business center. She's been a coach for about 4 months. I have to say that is actually like one of the quickest coaches to go diamond in Team Destiny history. So congratulations, girl. Shout out to you. I'm so proud of you. I'm going to cry. And I'm so honored to have you on this team. I'm really honored. We also have some more incredible recognition. Ashley Allbeck, team builder. Congratulations, girl. And Megan also hit team builder. They just earned their little part of their trophy, which is super awesome. You guys are on your way to elite. If you think it or not, you are on your way to elite. So I'm so proud of this team. You guys are doing such an incredible job. So proud of you. Go back. Our quote for this week is "Begin to live as though your prayers are already answered" by Tony Robbins. So I'm not going to cry, but I am going to share a story with y'all. And I can't see you, but I wanted to share a story with you all. So today is Thursday. Today was a huge day for us to get one step closer to premiere. It was also the day that I had to lock in my 2-star. I had to keep my 2-star in order to get my star bonus, okay? I am sharing this with you guys. I'm going to stop the screen share for a minute because I want to see all your beautiful faces. So I'm going to move this. I'm going to stop the screen share. There we go. Yay. You guys, I want to talk to you for real, like real and raw and honest. I checked my coach office Monday. I checked it Wednesday. I was obsessed with making sure that we have what we needed to be a premier team and what I needed to stay 2-star. So I get my $800 bonus, you guys, is a big chunk of change. And I was like, we're good. We're golden. Awesome. I went to bed. I woke up in the morning and I'm rubbing the sleep from my eyes. I'm like, oh my God, something terrible went wrong and I don't know what. And I lost the 2-star. So I don't know if you have to hold 2-star, and Premier for 6 weeks. We had 2 more weeks to go. If we hit it today, we would have had 1 more week to hold it, and we would have been golden. So when I woke up and I saw that, like, I was crushed. And I was like, what happened? So I figured it out. I saw what went wrong, and I'm going to teach you guys really quick because I want you guys to know, like, I want you to learn from my mistakes. I want you guys to fail less than I fail. I want you guys to learn from my mistakes and not have to go through this struggle as much as I went through. So when you are a diamond coach, in order to be diamond, you need 100 PV. 100, okay? So your Shakeology is like 90, right? To be a diamond coach, you need 100 PV. Well, I did not take that into consideration, and my husband had 91 PV, not 100. So I lost the 2-star, I lost Premier, and I have to start the 6 weeks all over again. And I was crushed. I was devastated. It was the worst thing ever. So I want you guys to learn from my mistake. When you are going for diamond, check your PV, make sure it's 100. If you're going for 2-star, 3-star, star diamond, make sure that your diamonds have 100 PV as well. So every Monday and every Wednesday, you need to be checking, do I have 8 active coaches? Are 2 of those coaches emerald? And are their coaches active as well? And do they have 100 PV? Not 91, okay? So make sure you guys know that. And I was like, my morning was ruined. I was in a foul mood all morning. And there's something that got me out of that foul mood. Not gonna cry, but I'm proud of myself because I know I'm growing. I had to tell myself, okay, you are a freaking awesome leader. And I believe it. I believe that I am an awesome leader. I believe that I show up with my whole heart. I give everything that I can to this team and to this business. So I was like, okay, you are an awesome leader. I had to put my blinders on and not look around at any of the other coaches and what they're doing. I had to focus on Amy. And I said, I'm an amazing leader. Everything that I'm doing today, every day that I show up, I'm getting us one step closer to this team exploding. You know, like when you're inviting and you're not seeing anything, you don't see the pressure that's building up under the ground. I don't see the pressure, but I do. I looked around at all you coaches and I'm like, boom, check out this coach. See what she achieved. Look at this coach. Look at these recognitions that are coming. Look at this growth. You're a freaking awesome leader, Amy. You might not be the team might not be going Premier this week, but we are going to go Premier. We are going to go elite. Like, I am not going to let this short-term failure stop us. I'm seriously, and I just had to tell myself this over and over and over again. You're a freaking awesome leader. Your team's about to explode. You're about to see things that you have never seen before. Just keep going. And that pulled me out of that foul mood. And that got me on this team call. And that made me write down these 20 invites that I need to do every single day and the people that I needed to respond to. I had to change my mindset before I invited or followed up or got on this team call. I had to change my mindset. And we need to learn to wake up every single morning and say, self, I'm a freaking awesome business owner. I am inspiring people. I am changing people's lives. I am going diamond. I am going 1-star, 2-star. I am taking this thing to the top. I don't care what it looks like right now or how I feel right now. We don't go by our feelings, right? I don't care. I know where I'm going. So every morning you wake up, you tell yourself that. You go through those things that, like, I'm a good leader, I'm inspiring, I'm motivating, I'm changing people's lives. I wake up and I tell myself I'm a 10-star diamond, like, elite team. Am I? Hell no. Are we gonna be? Hell yes, I truly believe that with everything inside of my core. I am not going to give up, and I know my team's not going to give up too. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. There was a little bump in the road today, little bump, but I'm back on track. We are on track, and we're taking this thing to the end. 2019, we are going to be an elite team. I don't care. I'm staying laser beam focused. So that is why I did the quote of the week as begin to live as though your prayers are already answered. I'm living as though my prayers are already answered. So I want you guys to do that as well. Okay, I took enough of Ashley Beeman's time. Ashley, welcome to the team call. I'm so excited to have you on. Thank you for agreeing. Ashley is a 1-star diamond. She is 22 months in Success Club, and she will be celebrating her 8-year coaching anniversary in October. So congratulations on that. I think we are right there next to each other. Like we're both 8 years. That's awesome. I'm going to stop the screen share. I'm going to pass the baton over to Ashley. Welcome, girl.
Thank you. But I don't know how I'm going to follow up with that. Like, seriously. Like, you guys have such a courageous leader on your team. Embrace that, because it's hard to come on and to share that. Like, it is so hard. And I had no idea that had happened. All I saw today was your team like boom, 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 all over the place. And I was like, yes, like this is awesome. So just know that this is what this is more like, I don't want to say it's normal, but like this, I won't say bad words. This stuff happens in your business. And I wasn't planning on saying any of this, but this stuff does happen. It's like, it's like the universe or God or whoever like tests you right before you're about to like explode. And you have 2 choices. One choice, you could just be like, I'm out, I'm done. I'm not even going to pick everything up and move back on. Or your second choice is you're going to show up like Amy did today, and she's going to share what she went through. And you're going to pick yourself back and you move on. And you're like you said, laser beam focused. Put those blinders on and keep going, because you will get there. So I just had to share that. The second thing I wanted to share too that you were talking about is, I'm not sure if you guys know this, but I used to do personal training back in college, which really wasn't personal training. It was basically just sales, like sell these packages and then here's your people and I don't know what you're gonna do with them. But September is actually one of the biggest months in fitness. And it's because everybody's going back to school, everybody's getting all these things together. So sometimes when you hear these things, it kind of gets in your mind and it makes things easier. Because if you hear like, oh, it's hard right now, like you start to believe that it's hard. Two of the things that I'm talking to my people about right now are like, let me help you get through the holidays a little bit easier, because you're going to enjoy the holidays more, because you're going to be less stressed, because you're going to be taking care of yourself, and then gaining momentum for the new year. So those weren't things that I had planned to talk about, but I am going to share with you guys some tips on Instagram. And you may have already heard these before, but when I talk to a lot of people, they don't know what I'm talking about. And so I figured out how to screen share my phone, and I'm like super excited about it. And I'm going to share with you guys some tips. But the first and foremost thing I want to say, and it goes right into what Amy was talking about, is you have to, in this business, the number one thing you have to be willing to do no matter what is to work on yourself, is to grow yourself. If you can't do that, it's going to be so hard. You're going to resist it the entire way. And these are the people that give up, is people that are willing to go down deep and like work through the crap and work through the shit in order to hear the no's and to hear that I'm not getting the quarterly bonus this month, but I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep going, right? Like, you have to be strong in order to do that. So working through, like, digging down deep and working through yourself is so important. And I invest in myself. I go through courses. I go through all these things. And something I heard in one of these courses I was doing this week is, you have to focus on building your skills rather than the results. We always focus so much on the end results that we forget to focus on building the skills that we need, like the decision-making skills, the communication skills, the skills to, I like whatever it is that you need to build in order to the confidence. We need to build confidence, and we get that through our workouts and stuff. That's why I think our business is so cool, is because what we have to do, like part of our job is to work on ourselves, and it builds confidence, right? And here's what this person said to me today. Skills are permanent. Results are always temporary. You are always going to be working on the next results. You're always going to be working on the next paycheck. You're always going to be working on the next rank. But so you can't focus on that, because it's going to be constantly evolving. So you have to be constantly evolving yourself, and you have to constantly be working on those skills that are going to get you there. And something that's helped me recently is to realize, and I preach this and I've talked about this, but you never arrive. And so you have to start loving that journey of working on yourself, because it's never going to end. Just like your health and fitness is never going to end. That's all, like you're going to have to keep going through that over and over again. And so when you can embrace that and you can work through it, and you could know that you're going through this for a reason. Like Amy went through that today so that she could teach you guys not to do that. I got placed on an inside leg so that I could teach my team to never place anybody ever on an inside leg. I am the Nazi when it comes to placing people in their downline, and my team knows it. If they're finding anybody, they are telling me right away, because I freak out about it, right? So when you go through those failures, just know it's only because you're learning a lesson to teach your future team, and to just pick yourself up and keep going. Okay, so let's see, what did I have written here? I wrote notes so I wouldn't get too distracted and I wouldn't talk too long. A couple of things. When you learn something, there's many ways to build this business. There's not just one way, right? So my thing is when I learn something, I have to put something to action right away. So no matter what you learn from this call, take something, put it into action right away. The second best thing to do is to reteach it. Reteach it to somebody you know. Go out there, say, hey, I've just learned this. This is how I do it. And not only is that going to help you learn it, it's going to help you step up as a leader. And that's exactly how I stepped up as a leader. Is I just got in the team page I was in at the time, and I started just showing up and, hey, this is working. I'm going to do this. And that built my confidence in order to grow my team. That's how I started growing my team, was I started helping the other people that already had coaches. Okay, so there's only one way to grow this business. I personally jump around. So I know some people say Facebook is dead. They've been saying this for years. I go back and forth, and I posted a call up in the Fearlessly Ignited page last week about my free group and Facebook and stuff. So if you guys want to check that out, you can. But I personally go back between Instagram and Facebook, and I go with where I feel more energized. Sometimes I get on Instagram and I'm like, this is not my place right now. Sometimes I get on Facebook and I'm like, this is awesome. And sometimes it switches, but that's okay. It's just like part of the thing. You're not going to find one thing that's just going to be jamming for the rest of your coaching life. Like, it's always going to be changing. When you can accept that, it makes things so much easier. And then you can realize, oh, okay, this isn't working. I'm going to try something else. I always say though, try something for a while before you like switch it up, because that has to change. Okay, so I'm going to give you some IG tips, and then I'm going to share my screen and show you how I track people right on my Instagram. So I am not a type A person. I am not organized, and none of that. And so I had to find things that are simple for me. I do use Streak, but I don't use it consistent enough, which I know if I could that it would be better. I used to use Teamzy for years. I got rid of that a couple months ago, and I thought that would be the worst thing in the world. It wasn't. And so I like to find ways, and if you guys watched my video from last week, where it's easy for me to find the people that I'm talking to so I don't have to track them. So I'm going to show you guys how to kind of do that on Instagram. But first, I'm going to give you some IG tips that you might not know. Maybe you do, but you could put it into play. So the first thing is Instagram or Facebook, wherever you're at, they want you to use the features that they have available. So some things that are really big right now are IGTV. I go live all the time. And I have to tell you guys this, like, it's easy for me to go live, but this makes me nervous as hell. So anyways, I go live all the time, and it's easy for me, but I always, if I know I'm going to be short on Facebook, sometimes I'm longer, I'll save it and I'll just upload it to IGTV. but IGTV gets way more views than anything on Instagram. I've been hearing lately that you don't have to be as perfect as you used to be on Instagram, like the filters and stuff like that. Make it what you want. Like if your energy comes off and like that's what's gonna spread. It's not like the perfect picture or whatever. Like, you know, just do that. So IGTV is good. So Instagram also wants you to watch stories. And I don't know if you guys know this, and I heard this as a tip, but when I get in the shower, what I do is I tap on the top of the Instagram stories feeds and I let it play while I'm in the shower. So Instagram thinks that I'm watching everybody shower. When I get in the car, I tap, if I'm not listening to something, I tap on the top of that Instagram stories feed and I let that thing play until the end. Because what happens is that, what happens is that it actually will put your Instagram stories in the front of it. Because I had a friend tell me like a while ago, he was like, I'm not seeing any of your stories. Like I'm not following that many people and you show up way last. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I started playing around with it and they want you to be watching other people's stories. So I let that stuff play in the background and it just goes through. And now my stuff is actually showing up in his newsfeed. So that is something super simple and easy to use. Hashtags, and I'll show you guys a little bit on this on there too when I get on my phone. But I'm also learning that less hashtags is better. And you can take this for what it is, you guys. I'm just telling you what is working for me right now. And using hashtags for what your picture is. So I used to have the list of hashtags that I used to grab and post, and they stopped working. And I'll show you how you can see that if you have a business account on Instagram. And so now I just changed in the past week. I've been using a few hashtags and make sure that they go with whatever the picture is stating. And those seem to be working a little bit better. Also, tag. Whenever you post a picture, I posted a picture today from the Success Club trip. I tagged Royal Caribbean. I tagged Target because that was the bathing suit I was wearing. I was drinking a Bud Light. I tagged a Bud Light. Like, tag everything. You never know when something, number one, is going to be reshared. You never know when somebody is going to be searching that tag and just see it. Like, it gives you so much opportunity. Actually, I wasn't planning on sharing this, but I will. Along with hashtags, I actually got, I don't know if you guys know my story, but I was addicted to Adderall for a short period of time. And it was, I talk about it, I share my story and stuff, but I actually had someone from a news station pick it up, and there's a huge article that's about to go out about that. But the way she found me was on Instagram. Like, she's doing this article on me because she found me on Instagram. So you never know what could happen with hashtags or sharing your story, right? Like, that's huge. Okay, so let's see if this is going to work. And make sure, okay, and I'm going to show you how I track things. I'm going to show you kind of how I do my power hour, if you will, on Instagram. I really liked Danae on the National Wake Up Call where she said the 331. I do that. I used to say the 531, but that gets a little complicated, but I'm just going to show you guys. Okay, so if I can share my screen. Okay. So can you guys see my Instagram? Yay! Okay, I'm super excited. Okay. So with a business account, it's pretty cool because you can see at the top where your like profile visits are. It does go up and down. But the other cool thing is when you click on your picture and you click on View Insights, you can only do this with the business account. And you scroll up, you can see, like I had 856 people see that and 495 for my hashtags. And this is when I started changing my hashtags, which was only a couple days ago. So you can see if your hashtags are working or not, which puts you in like into the explore page. Let's see, like another one that wasn't that great. Yeah, so see, there was only 25 from these hashtags, and that's because those were the groups that I was using. I will say this too. I should have said this before. It's not about your following. It's not about the number of likes. There are people that are watching you that you do not know. And so don't base your worth on any of this, please. Like, show up, share your message, be you, because that is what is going to help change people's lives. Don't base it off of how many likes you have or whatever. Like this picture only has 51 likes and I have what, 12,000 people following me. So that is something that's really cool with the business page. Also, I no longer use anything connected to my Instagram. So I don't use any cleaner apps. I don't use anything like that to help me follow, nothing, because I almost got my Instagram taken away and that was really scary for 7 days. I was like on lockdown. All I could do was stories. I couldn't message anybody. I couldn't comment on anybody's things, like nothing. So now I don't do that. So the way that I track people is, okay, if you go to your Instagram and you go up here to, this is gonna let me, okay, settings. Oops. Okay. Settings. And there's a little button called saved. This helps you with everything. So what I do is I create an album, and this is probably not as organized as some of you would like, so bear with me. Do this, make this yours. So you can create some, like, however you want to create this. I basically create a every day of the week. I have, like you can see, they're kind of out of order. And then what I do is I have like a follow-up list. I have my 2019 Empire, I have my 2019 Fit Club. If I need to follow up, like if I'm talking to somebody and I need to follow up with them, I make a Monday follow-up, a Wednesday follow-up, and a Friday follow-up. I'll have an October follow-up. And then I will also have, I have my clients, my free group. I have some I still need to go through. You see that July there. There's also like a October invite, which I can't find. So this is where I place people. This is how I track people. When I am doing a power hour, I'm trying to build my network. And you guys, this I do at night, like literally, like when I'm laying in bed, because instead of watching all of the top coaches, like go do this because it'll build your business, and whatever they're doing isn't going to help you. So what I do is I search on here, and I'll go to the search option and I'll go to tags, which is funny that there's nothing there, but some things that connect with me. I will look up Country Thunder because I'm a huge country fan. And so I will go to this hashtag and you'll see all of these different things. You can click recent or whatever you want to click. Those are interesting. Oh, look, I popped up. See, when you use your hashtags, it works. So you can like search that, or I can't find something good on here. Like if I clicked on her, so she has 372 people that like her. I'm not going to go after her because she's not going to be my person. And these are probably all going to be guys. So we're not going to use that as an example. We're going to use a different example. You could search for like Miranda Lambert is somebody who I would search for. So you could search for that. And I would click on her link or her picture. I would click on the people that are here. And you can see I go through her a lot because I'm following all these people already. But what I would do is I look for people who have stories, because if they have stories, I knew this was it's like this person has a story. I knew that she would already be like able to follow, like she wouldn't be private is what I mean. So since she follows Miranda Lambert, her people I would probably like. So I'll go to her. Actually, I don't like her people. See, sometimes I will just follow people and just be like, okay, what's next? Let's see this one. So she has 82 people. She probably wouldn't follow me back. This is not a good example. I should have set this up before I put it. But basically, you got to look for your people that will match you. And some of these people I'll just request and see if they'll follow me back. I need a good example. I knew this was going to happen. I have the one that I always search is on tags. It's corral boots. So you can search places, you can search things. I love wearing corral boots, so I will search this, like this picture here. And then, oops, I'm already following her. Here's one. Perfect. Okay, here we go. Even though it's horses, what I'll do is I'll go through and I will like 3 of the photos. And then one of the photos I will save to collection. What is today? Thursday. And I will save under Thursday. And then I will comment on one of them. I'm not going to comment right now because I would normally read it and like go through and make a comment, but I do that and then I follow. And then I'll go to the next one, like the next person. This person, they have a lot of followers, so I'll probably look, they don't have a lot of likes. That's a guy. But you guys see, like you just go through it, you find it, and sometimes you find yourself like in a hole, like she has a lot of followers and she has a lot of likes. So instead of going through her, like I'll go to the people that are already on there, like her. Okay, so you'll like her. She's from Germany though, so this is, or maybe not. She's traveling the world. This is perfect. So I'll like her stuff. I'll save it under Thursday. I'll follow her. And I'll comment on something. And if they have stories, this is another tip. If they have stories, get in their stories. That's a bad story. But get in their stories. And if you can comment to their stories, that's even better. So I probably do 20 to 30 of these a day. And usually it ends up a lot faster. I kind of knew that it wasn't going to happen when I got on here. But if you go, you can search places, you can search hashtags, you can search music artists, anybody that you connect with. These are just things that I do. We'll be going to Minnesota because that's where my stepdaughter lives. So right before I go to Minnesota, I will be like hitting all the Minnesota people up, because then they're going to notice, oh, she's in Minnesota. I did this we go to the country music festival here. I did this like 2 months before Country Thunder. I hit up every Country Thunder hashtag I could. And now a couple of the people of my clients are actually from me doing that. It took a couple months, but they followed me and it happened. So what I do is I go back to my saved. So let's go to Thursday because I didn't do all those. So these are from last Thursday. I go to their pages. I had unfollowed her. So I'm following her. I click on her page and I click following. If they are following you, it'll be the first one that pops up. She's not following me. I don't give it any time. I unfollow her and then I remove her from the page. Then I go to the next one. Did she follow me back? And you guys, sometimes nobody follows you back. You just keep going. Like you don't make it a thing. Now, if it's somebody that you're like, oh, I kind of like her, maybe I'm going to keep following her, then I'd leave her in the Thursday. Like I leave her in there, I give her some more love, see if she follows me back. If not, by the second Thursday, then we're out. So I just go through, see if they followed you back. She didn't follow me back. So I just remove her and keep going. Like no sweat off my back, right? Like it is what it is. But you guys, I did this last year and I started at 2,500 followers last year and I got to 10K by the end of the year. So just by consistently doing this over and over. And yeah, it seems frustrating because they're not following you back, but eventually you're going to find your people and you're going to find your niche. You're going to find where they're at. And if you're sharing daily, then people are going to start showing up and following you. So let's say like she did, oh shit. Okay. So let's say she did follow me. What I would do with her is I would remove her from this collection. I hope I'm not confusing everybody. Remove her from this collection. And then I would place her in my, it's here somewhere. Oh, I must have deleted it. But I had an October, I don't know why it's not showing up, but I had an oh, there it is, October invite. So I put her in there. And then, so like at the end of the week, I don't do that every single day. Like I try to do it, I would say like 4 or 5 days a week to add to my network. But then I also want to love on my network. So if they did like follow me back, I put them in there and I go and I love on their stuff. So I put them in the October invite. And then in October, then I would go invite them, if that makes sense. I do invite anybody that watches my stories, that likes my page, likes any of my posts or anything like that. And I think Megan did a really good job at sharing that. I actually haven't watched her call yet, but I really want to because I saw her PDF that she posted, which was, or her invites, which was amazing. So I want to tell you how I keep track of those people. So if I were to click on something and I were to invite somebody, this is my mother-in-law. If I were to invite her and we had a conversation, basically what I do, and I think you can only do this with a business account. I'm not quite sure. But if you click on these top 3 things, or if you have a conversation with Mandy, she's a coach, you can flag your conversation. So everybody I invite, I don't flag. If they message me back, I flag them. And then you can go back to your flagged, and when you want to do your follow-ups, they're all there and you can follow up with them. Now, I've been noticing that Instagram is not showing you as many as they used to. Like I used to be able to like scroll back as far as I can. So what I started doing is creating those other like, okay, October follow-up. If she said no or she ghosted me, I just, instead of keeping her flagged there because I can't find it because Instagram is weird sometimes, I put her in the October folder. So then in October, I can just go through and I can just invite all those people or follow up with those people that said no to me or said not right now or whatever. But that's basically how, I don't think there's anything else, how I, let me stop this share, how I do it. Okay. Let me see. Are there any questions?
Ashley.
Yes.
In Instagram, I literally just switched back from using a business account to a personal account for the main reason of it was taking me forever to move my stories, like copy my stories from Instagram to Facebook. Do you do that?
No, okay, so I would just look at your, because I had pushed it to my Facebook page, my business page.
Yeah.
Usually I'm really good with stories in the morning on Facebook. And after that, it's just like too much. Are you getting, like, I guess if for me, I would look at it and be like, am I getting a lot for my stories on Facebook or am I not? And I don't get half the views as I do on Instagram. So for me, it was like that was the decision. I like being able to see all the things and flag the things. I do know people that say, like, I'll save some stuff, but sometimes I talk forever on a story. Like, I'm not going to save the whole thing and share it. I need to get better at that. But
I can't find a workaround. I was just wondering because I do have a difference in views, but I don't have a difference in polls.
okay.
Like if I have a poll in both, I usually get the same amount in both. So maybe engagement is a little, higher.
I do all my call to actions on Facebook also, and I get a little bit, but not much. And it might just be my audience. I don't know.
Okay.
That probably didn't help you. I'm sorry. How do we find the save settings? You want me to do it again?
Yeah, you lost me.
Okay.
Well, I got to settings, but I couldn't find what you were talking about.
Okay. So we go to your profile.
Yep.
At the top of the page where those 3 little lines are.
Yep.
Click that. And then you'll see saved.
Oh, there it is.
Did I show? I might not have showed how to actually save a picture, did I?
Yeah, how do you do that? Because the only thing that's showing up is one square and it says all posts.
Okay. So that's where you can create new little files. At the top, hold on, let me go back there.
So you just hit the little plus sign at the top?
Yeah. So you can create like a Monday.
Okay.
And then you can add, I already had Monday, but you might have to actually add someone in there to create a new one. So like if I were to save hers, I'm back on my newsfeed, click the flag, save to collection, and then the little plus sign. Then you can create a new one.
I never saw that little flag before. Like, I don't even think I know half the stuff Instagram can do.
I know. And I heard that if you can get people to save your pictures, because that's something that is shown on the insights too, how many people have flagged, that's good for your algorithm too. But I haven't gotten that far yet. Like if you, I don't know what this one will show. Yeah, see with the little sign right there where it shows 0, nobody saved it.
Okay.
You can see who has shared it. You can see who's commented it. You can see how many people have liked it.
I'm sure there's a ton of questions and you just aren't asking them, guys. Anybody have any questions?
I have one. When are you using your IGTV? Is it more for like if your stories are going super long, like and you have something important to say, or like how do you go to, or when you just want to say something specific?
So I do a lot like Facebook Lives. I'm like, that's my jam. And so I usually will go live on Facebook, and if it's under 9 minutes, then I'll save it and I'll just share it to Instagram, IGTV. If it's over, I'll usually go over to Instagram and I'll do an Instagram live, and I'll keep it short and sweet, because usually after you ramble for a little while, you can cut it in half the next time. And so I'll do that, and then I'll just share it. But I tend to do lives at least 5 to 6 days a week. So it just, I come up with, I actually did a training last year, I think, on Facebook Lives for you guys. But I just come up with different topics to talk about, and just things that I'm working through, whether it be personal development, whether it be like I do a Business Truth Tuesday, because I have a lot of people that are in other network marketing companies and other businesses and stuff that follow me. And I just do things that speak to me, because I know that if I were to be following somebody that were to be sharing stuff about business where I was 8 years ago, I'd be like, oh, I want to join her, you know, or like she knows what she's doing. So I do a lot of business stuff. I do a lot of personal development stuff, a lot of mindset stuff, just whatever like speaks to you. I know another coach that does like, I don't know if you guys follow, she's kind of in our downline, if you will, but Nancy Kirby, she does a lot of food and cooking and stuff, always live, like always. And so you just kind of got to find what works for you. But I was doing, when I got my Instagram taken away and I couldn't do anything, I knew the only way to get that back was to use that. And so I did like IGTVs every single day, like just like busted them out, and I didn't even worry about what they looked like on my profile. I just put them out there, and that boosted my views really quickly. Does that help?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
I've got a question, but would you be able to share like the saved things that you're using? I know you have the days of the week, and then you have the October invite.
Yeah, I'll type them out and share with you guys. Like I said, I'm like completely unorganized, so sometimes like I was trying to go through it all before I did the call, and I'm like, I have a follow-up from July that I haven't even done. But sometimes I don't look at things like that, like, oh my gosh, like it's stressing me out. I'm like, oh, that means somebody to reach out to. So let's, go reach out to them. So yeah, I will like post it in your guys' team page.
Okay. And is that how you then track like who you're inviting? I know you said about Google Streak, but how other than that, how do you track like inviting?
So I don't track who I invite. I track my number of invites. So I literally sit like here's a pen and a paper, and I just like mark off.
Gotcha.
I don't track anybody until they message me back.
Okay.
Because then it's just like, oh my gosh, there's so many, and I can't even, like they don't respond. I don't have time.
Mm-hmm.
I need to move on to the next person. So when they respond back, I'll flag them right away, and then in an ideal world, I would go put them in Streak.
Mm-hmm.
Streak is really awesome. I don't know if you guys use Streak, but because you can put from Facebook, you can put their link in the Streak thing, and you can just click on the link and message them back. Mm-hmm. I found an easy way with Instagram. I do use direct messages on my computers, but it tends to like not work as good.
Okay. Yeah.
Does that?
Good. Mm-hmm.
So I
Okay.
have two questions. Sorry. The one was about what you were saying about the following thing. Like if you follow someone and then they don't follow you back to like delete them. Can you show us how to do that again?
Yeah.
But also the other question is I only have like 161 followers. How would you like recommend that I would build that up? Because I just started this. Like I'm really new to this.
I would just keep doing that. Like be consistent with it every single day. And I know it can seem frustrating at times, but last year was like my let's learn how Instagram works. And I still don't think I know how it works completely. But just go connect with those people that are like you. Like and find those places if you live around a place and you connect with those people. I think it's so cool. This is the one thing about your guys' team, and most of you guys are like really close, right? Like you guys have a real local team, and that's like one of my goals is to build a local team because I want to like I'm like I was close to you guys. I'm so far from you guys. Okay, I can show you that again. Let me see. Where's the share screen? Okay, so what was I showing again? I lost my train of thought. Oh, when they don't follow you back?
Yes.
Okay. So if you go into the saved, let me go into Friday. And then I would we had a Maren Morris concert here and I didn't go to it, but I searched the hashtag Maren Morris. I went to the location it was at. I liked and followed all of the people there. Like blew them up. I probably commented the same thing to every person. So I would click on her and then you click on their following. I wish I could find one that they actually followed me back. It does happen, I swear. But this is an example of sometimes it doesn't. And so you just move on, right? Like unfollow. Okay, she's done.
How do you see that she's not following you though?
Because I don't pop up first. Let me find, here, I'll show you an example. If I click on my followers and Amy's the top one, I don't know why I'm not following you. Sorry. So if I click on Amy and I click on following, I pop up, first one. That'll happen with every single person. That's how I know if they're following me or not.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's because I was using an unfollow app and that's it, unfollowed everybody is the reason why. Don't do that. I know it was a big thing for a little while, but I would rather you guys get people that you really connect with.
I just started following you, so that's why it was at the top and you weren't following.
Perfect.
Like, following her, maybe I should, duh. And then I did
but it's
Nancy Kirby too.
Yeah, but it's just an example, and she's mostly on Facebook, but it's just an example of don't get distracted by what everybody else is doing, stay in your own lane, because if you look at all of the top coaches, the reason they're top coaches is because they're themselves. Look at Ashley Molstead. She's completely different than whoever else is up there, or Amy Silverman, completely different, right? Or whoever. And that's why they stand out, is because they own themselves and they attract the people that are like them.
I could just listen to you all night and just take golden nuggets away and change my mindset and learn tons of awesome stuff from Instagram. Seriously, I could stay on with you until midnight. Any other questions?
This isn't related to the Instagram tips, but you were saying in the beginning how you take courses and stuff. Are those online or you actually go somewhere?
So I do a little bit of both. I do a lot of online stuff, but in 2016, I did go to Tony Robbins and do UPW. If you could do that, that's going to be the most life-changing thing you've ever done.
Yeah.
And recently, you know how you feel when you go to Summit, right? That is amazing. So if there's not an event coming up, if there's not a Super Saturday, like I try to get myself somewhere. So I found recently in October, I'm going to another 3D event. I'm going by myself, which is something I've never done. But I do a little bit of both. But the other thing is like, don't get overconsumed with things. Like, don't be like where you're consuming so much content that you're not doing, but find the people that connect with you. This is the first year I hired a business coach, and I've talked, she actually did a team call for us a little while ago, and then just go with what you're needing and play full out with whatever you do.
Mm-hmm.
So don't get into too much, I guess is what I mean.
Yeah.
Does that help?
Yeah. And like if you get a chance to, like, after the call, sharing like the online courses you do, I'd be interested.
Okay, cool. I will. I even shared the guy that I'm working with recently. I just did a really intensive course called Call to Action. It was 3 to 4 hours a day in the morning on the phone, but it was probably the best thing I've ever been through other than going to Tony Robbins.
Wow.
So he's doing he does a free, it's called a wake up call every other Thursday. I can share that with you.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that in the one page. Okay. I could look at that too.
But always personal development or anything like that, go with whatever is calling you. Don't go with the masses, I say.
Yeah.
If it speaks to you, great. If not, like, find what works for you.
Right.
All right, we are at 9:30. Any other questions? Christina, we'll get you hooked up with Ashley about the Shakeology. Ashley Beeman, thank you so much. You are just like a ray of light, and I just learned so much. I took away tons of mindset notes from the beginning of the call, a ton of Instagram tips. I'm actually going to go back and watch this and save it. So make sure you guys, when I post a recording, tag your coaches in it. This is a really, really good call for them to watch. So thank you so much. We can do a quick picture. I did do like a little video, and it was super cute because Ashley's like, whoa, 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 you know, she talks with her arm. But we'll do a quick picture. Ready, guys? 1, 2, 3. Awesome.
Thank you so much for having me. Oh, now the dog barks.
Get off. It's time to end it. All right, guys. Thank you,
Ashley.